you to, do some stuff for yourself. We are going to allow you to have some of your freedoms back. And she didn't totally get her Emancipation Proclamation, but she's able to lead a plantation. Congratulations to Wendy. She was able to leave the plantation. I hope Wendy makes a comeback. I hope she keeps all of these thieving ass men out of her life. Let me tell you something about Wendy, all right? Wendy is a cautionary tale to every woman that your man can bring you down and ruin you. And on top of a no good ass man bringing you down and ruining you, your son that you have by that no good nigga can ruin you too. Because I'm sorry, the husband was a throwaway and the son is too. Y'all don't want to hear that though. You mean to tell me Wendy was as successful as she is, made all that money, and her son couldn't handle no business? Her son didn't know not to spend $80,000 on Uber Eats. First off, what are you Uber eating for $80,000? We all know that boy was embezzling money from his mammy to give it to his pappy. That's the truth, because he's still going to have some loyalty and some allegiance to his father. That's just what it is. When I kicked that nigga out, I'd have kicked out the son too. I'm sorry. Y'all better learn. Y'all listen, ladies, y'all better learn. 2025 going forward, give these niggas their sons. Her son still can't be trusted. You can trust the niece, but why is it always the female family members that's trusted to handle business, and then the male family members get to just do whatever, and they're never held accountable? If this don't teach y'all more than anything, give these niggas their sons. And then you go about your business. You go get him on the weekends. Come on now. It's a lot of y'all right now want to get y'all sons back. Y'all ain't gonna hear me though. It's a lot of y'all right now didn't have the many days with your son when you said, you know what, for $237.22, I wouldn't even be dealing with this shit right now. Damn, that shit's good. If I'd have just threw myself down some steps. It's a lot of y'all right now, you pay for tutoring, you pay for football, basketball, tennis, all kind of extracurriculars, bought all kinds of clothes, Jordans, kept his haircut, do all that for him to grow up and still say you ain't shit. And it's your fault his daddy left. It's your fault. I see a lot of them online now saying that their mamas kept them from their daddies. That's true in some instances, but why? Maybe I'll be one of the men to speak on it. I really got to go on TikTok. I just think I probably really belong on TikTok. I probably really make some money on TikTok too. But why we don't talk about the fact that a lot of our fathers just don't give a fuck about us? I'm talking to the sons now. We taking the mamas out of it. For the large majority of us, our fathers just don't give a damn. They don't give a damn about nothing but themselves. Why we don't talk about that part? Because your mama was a bitch. And yes, she was a bitch because she was stressed. But your daddy didn't give a damn about you at all. They don't want nothing to do with their sons like that. But since they're gonna complain and talk shit, from now, I just want, because y'all not gonna stop having, we're not gonna stop having sex, y'all not gonna stop having babies. But I want you to get it in your head to say, you know what? Give them their children. I had to realize that about mine. Mike don't give a fuck about me. He don't give a fuck about nobody but himself. This is what it is. You gotta clock that shit. But it's more difficult for male children to just know that and accept that, and to know your father just ain't worth a quarter. It's just what it was. It's just what it is. Look at Dr. Umar. Look at Dr. Umar. Ran around for years criticizing black men and telling black women what to do, but didn't have his own. Is a deadbeat daddy his damn self. Yeah, Randa said my dad went outside. Most of our fathers do. There, you'll hear a lot of men say, like, when men get old and they can't work anymore, or they get sick, that they just get thrown away, or if they have to go to a nursing home, because a lot of these older men, I'm talking about 50 plus, if they get sick or they get real hurt, they don't have no money like that, and they don't have nowhere to go. So they end up in nursing homes, and they don't nobody see me. I'm just thrown away. Well, it's you treated your family and your kids and women and everybody like shit. And when the majority of them die, the hospital, the morgue, or whoever the hell got to call that one sister that live out of town to come and view the body and sign off on your shit and throw you in a $500 pine box because you ain't got no life insurance, and that's that. Don't nobody be crying over them like that. No, seriously. It's because of how they treat people in their youth. All the women they run through, not giving a fuck about their kids. Not understanding you ain't gonna be that nigga forever. Your meat stick ain't gonna work forever. Then what do you have after that? Come on now. And if we really keep it real, shit, I'm just saying. Everybody hyped up on Viagra, so I'm just saying that we know what it is. Like, when all that's done, what do you have if you have not cultivated friendships, social relationships with your kids and your nieces and your nephews and your family? Then you just essentially have nothing.
It's a storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.